Good morning. It's currently 1 minute past 9, so we've just had a coffee. Everything is pretty much ready to rumble. I had a little look online, so apparently Sundays in Croatia, pretty much everything's closed, like shops and all that jazz. So I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit quieter then in Split because nothing's really open. I can walk around, get some photos of like Old Town and things like that. So we'll see how we get on. In regards to that, I may be completely wrong and I'll get there and there's no parking and it's absolutely chock-a-blocks, which I have a feeling is going to happen knowing my luck. So yeah, we're just going to quickly load up the car with bags, 2 bags, 1 rucksack and 1 big bag. And yeah, these are the photos. That's their little dog, Bobo. He's a cool little guy. He likes to munch on your little feet if you stand near him. But no, he's a really cool dog. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much us all done. And I'll probably check in with you guys when I'm in Split. There's also a thing where I go to a McDonald's in every country I visit, and I haven't been to a McDonald's in Croatia yet, but there isn't any in like Split Centre. So there's one outside. Well, there's 3 outside of Split, like just on the edge. So I don't know whether I'm going to go to that or not, because I didn't go to one in Luxembourg either, because I just drove straight through to the top where there was no McDonald's. So I'm debating on even continuing this trend. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll have one last look at the view before we leave. It's so nice. So nice out there. There's these birds, and I call them spider birds because they like fly and like attach onto the walls. I don't know how they do it. They're just on the walls, and they got like 2 long tail bits, but they're small. They're like that big, and they're really noisy, but they're really cool, and they're super fast. They keep flying in here and seeing me in here. They're like, nope, and then fly back out again. But I don't know what they're called. I took a few photos of it, but I needed my bigger lens really to like get like a close up of them. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. So we've made it probably 10 minutes of driving before I found a little place to pull over, and honestly the view here is phenomenal. I couldn't stop here last time. On the way back I was trying to find a lay-by to pull into, but there's not really many around here, so I managed to find one, and I've just got to walk back down the road to see the view, and we're pretty much right here. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look how fucking majestic. This is the perfect seat to just sit and just look at that. I love this country, man. Croatia is something else. Like, the beaches are really nice, the islands, like all that is great, but come up north, like near Bosnia, and it's just something else. Right, we finally found somewhere to park. That was a pain in the arse. It was so busy at the one we went to last time. So we are here in this little kind of, I don't even know, like a little shop area. €1 for all day parking. I'll take that. Got to find our bearings now and then head into Old Town. It's always a way. Literally, I'm walking through the car park I was trying to get into, and as soon as I come here by foot, spaces start appearing. Oh, mamma mia. Yeah, this one's like a more secure car park, but it's more expensive. So you're going to be paying like €10 or something like that for this one. Whereas the other one is just kind of like in a parade of shops. It was €1. I mean, the Google reviews in it didn't seem bad. They seemed all good. So I'll trust the people on that one. If I come back and my car's missing, or I've been broken into, I've got a bone to pick with you, Google. There's 2 random Roman soldiers. Just appeared. I was just like, what is going on? So yeah, we're kind of walking into the old town bit now. I kind of like walked along the outskirts when I was here for the day trip, but I never went in. So it's like there's like a little park as well in there. So see what that's like. So we got this thing. My mind's been tainted. Like, is it a vase or a butt plug? Or a rocket? What it was to be innocent. There's a little water fountain over there. Fountain of water. So I walked this way along that bit when I was going to the little boat tour. Ooh, little birds over there. Yeah, so this is like some guy just pruning the trees. More water over there. We need to find a toilet as well. Before I left, I had a coffee in the morning when I woke up, and then before I left, the hosts made me a coffee as well. Sat down and had a little chat with them, and double coffee has gone through me like a hot knife through butter. Right, so that is the entrance to the old town. So yeah, we will pass it on Friday. So yeah, we got to walk through there into the mythical land. There's so many people, but this looks cool. Looks old. Right, I'm gonna go down the little alleyways. Get lost in these.
These are very complicated characters.
Back in the day, they'll be running around in armour. I don't know about running around. You know, riding horses. Except for they'd ride horses down there. History lessons as well. Quite a few shops are open, mainly souvenir shops. A museum. Closed for renovation. There's so many Americans around. Like a lot. But let's have a look down here.
Oh yeah.
WC. Welcome. I've worked out why so many Americans are here. Oil bar. I don't think it's the kind of oil they're thinking of, but we'll let them find out for themselves. Hello. Wow. Look at that little roof, little archway. I reckon it's quite cool if this was all lit up by candles. As we're coming to Pleasant Square now, it looks pretty busy. So many people. That's not so bad. Could be worse, you know. Could be worse. So I've got to do Rome this year or next. I need to go to the Vatican City to climb their tallest point, 75 meters in the Vatican Gardens. I would not want to go over there right now. It'd be chaos with the new Pope. But yeah, I have a feeling like it's going to be a nightmare for me. With like, I'm not a fan of like mega amounts of people in one place, in a crowded place. So we may struggle with that. Look at these little guys. Hello, birds. I didn't see it from this side, but once you look back where you've come, there's like a clock tower over there. There's a clock with another clock on it. A little bell on top. It goes bing bong when the time is right. Little bookshop. The pub. Go down here. There's a cigar shop here. There's actually a cigar. Let's go down the little alleyway. There's no people down here. I feel safer. It's not even like I don't even feel safe. It's just my social battery for people is at -50. I forgot what I was going to say now. completely oh, there's a cigar lounge, but it's a members only, proper exclusive. I was looking at trying to get into it, but you got to be a member, and or you got to be an influential figure in the cigar world, which I am not. And they're closed today as well. And there's a really nice cigar shop which is also closed today. So no cigars for me today. The tower thing up there, little statue. There's the tower again. I can take a photo of that one. Some weird carnival going on around here. It's all going on. A little party. I don't even know where the music's coming from. Pretty lively around here. Here's a little marina. I'm so confused what is going on. I feel myself, I've just been pulled towards the music. It's got a little groove. It's getting into my little head. Start a little dancing. So it's like someone's just throwing a boogie bomb out. And I'm like, yeah, boy. I still don't know where the music's coming from. Look at all these phoenix palms. So these palms are called phoenix palms. I used to work on them all the time when I was living and working in Sydney. They are absolutely a nightmare. They're so sharp. Like, when I say sharp, like, they are weapons of mass destruction. And you get them in you, they're like really poisonous. They're like poisonous thorns that break off. I don't even see it, but along there, they're like spikes, and they range from like a couple of inches long to like 8 inches long. And it is a nightmare. Look at this bird, surveillance pigeon. Yeah, they are not fun to work on, and we used to work on them all the time in Sydney. It's a little split sign, but it's a whole sign, but it's split. Lots of like cool boats, little boats. That's what we left over that way when we won our little speedboat excursion. I left our old town now. You can kind of see it there. We've got like 5 hours to kill, so I'm just gonna walk and keep walking. Just gotta make sure I don't walk so far that I'm like, oh, it's time to go back, and it's like 5 hours away. So we're just gonna walk this way. There's another busy area apparently down this way. Maybe just try and find a beach. We've got the best boat here. A trawler boat, look what it's called. Outside here. All my Assassin's Creed OG fans will know. But look at that. Look at the tyres on it. Stop it bonking into things. It's a big boat. That's a cool boat. Many fish have been slain with that little boat. Look at these benches and charge your phone. Pretty cool. It's like someone's like installed some spyware into it and takes over your phone when you put it down. It's not paranoid, it's called being smart. I'm walking into some park now. It looks like a little park. We'll see what's in here. So the park was very small, we're out of the park. But there's the beach. Well, not the beach, but the sea. Mountains behind us, mountains over there, mountains over there. Surrounded by mountains. Now we're talking. Looks like some steps down there to get down to the sea level. Maybe have a little look down there. Get some food as well. I'm pretty hungry. I still haven't found a toilet. It's proper busy down this bit now. So it's kind of like the waterfront / beach. Is that sand? It is. Yeah, we're at a beach. And then there's just like loads and loads of people into the water. And it looks like there's some food over there. The water's still really clear, even though the amount of people are in there. It's still like crystal clear water. Look how clear that water into the beach. Look at that. Here we go. It's a little bit more quiet right here. There's any little fishes. There's little fish. This is more like it. A little bit quieter. Nice views. There's the stairs into the sea. Should have brought my swimming trunks really. How my towel? I would have loved to have a little swim around. But I haven't got any goggles. It's like a car park of all these like trees, like over the beach. Kind of cool. Kind of left the lower level of the beach now. It's getting too busy for me. I was like, run away. I'm trying to get some photos of the sea through the trees. There wasn't really much more down that way, so we're kind of making a loop round back to the old town. Get some food over there. Up here you can kind of see how like turquoise the water is at the beaches. So walked a fair way. I looked at the map, I was like, okay, we've just teleported a fair distance. So go back a similar route, but we're going to stick to the high ground. I have the high ground now. A rafting tour. So I actually wanted to do a few things which I couldn't actually do because there was only one of me and it was like 2 people minimum required. I was like, damn it. So there's one way I wanted to go canyoning down this river. I can't remember what it's called. It begins with a C. There's a half day like climbing up the canyons, jumping off them into the river, all kinds of cool shit. And then the other one was whitewater rafting, and still couldn't do that one either. So I was just like, man, which is why we ended up going to Croatia instead. Because that day, little wolves. That day was like a free day of undecidedness. So yeah, I wanted to do something cool like that, but nonetheless, we had a really good time at Croatia. Saw some more big waterfalls. Got a lot of photos with the canyoning, and that I wouldn't be able to take that on me. It would die in about 5 seconds. I also looked at going to Dubrovnik as well, and it was a 3.5-4 hour drive. I was like, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. So yeah, we didn't go in the end, because that's where Game of Thrones was filmed, in Dubrovnik. I confirmed with a Google search. So yes, Split. It was not King's Landing like I thought previously, but nonetheless, I had a very, very good time here. So Croatia is now my favourite country I've been to so far in my project. The previous holder was like a tough one, but it was leaning more towards Ireland, but now Croatia just like sweeps the floor a bit, hands down. Just spawned in some random place. I don't even know where I am. Okay. Let's go this way. The Dioceletians Palace. You have to buy tickets. I can't be asked to buy tickets to go and see some weird palace. But we've got like this cut through. So we're going to cut through into the old town. I bet this was used by wizards back in the day to smuggle their wares underneath the palace's nose. Spawn into what the hell's going on here? There's some more Roman soldiers. I'm so confused. What is going on? Why has everyone made a big circle around people? Need to run. Yeah, we're out. Yeah, that made like a little gladiator arena. I was just walking into the middle of it. This is cool though. Kind of like old little ruins. Oh, there's a tower. What And it's open. The Christmas shop. Traumatic. There was just like loads of Game of Thrones like shops just spawned in. I was like, what the hell? So evidently there is something to do with Game of Thrones in Split. I'm not entirely too sure what. Oh man, I just had a load of food. I had like this burger, this double burger. There was so much burger in it. And a tequila sunrise. Ready for a coma when they go to the Game of Thrones little shop. Get a cup. I've ended up in a Game of Thrones museum. Daenerys Targaryen. Hello. Look at this fellow. Tyrion Lannister. He's almost as big as me. Are these the actual costume? I'm not too sure. Well, that's Khaleesi's dress and the Unsullied. Oh, look, little dragon eggs. So I bought a cup from the shop across the road from a Game of Thrones shop and it cost me €21. I'm never going to financially recover from this. Miss Sandy? And the grey one. Oh, that wasn't Khaleesi, that was Miss Sandy. King's Landing. That's Cersei and the mountain. That is not a life-size mountain. It's too small. I'll have to be on some. Oh, that's the eunuch. I can't remember his name now. Ed Stark. Ned. The Valyrian Steel. You can tell that I like Game of Thrones. This sounds so Stark. That's Joff, Big Joff. Marjorie Tyrell. She was an OG. You know? Her and Daenerys. Now we're talking. Big Jeff. I've just seen the handles of these daggers. They're well cool. And Jaime Lannister's golden hand. This is cool. It's only small. Living in a fantasy world is just so much better. Valam boogies. Hold the door. Hold the door. Got many faces. Oh, I forgot her name. What's her name? Maisie Williams. It was Sansa and Arya. That's the one. White Walkers. There's White Walkers in here. Look. Hello, small child. These are the people that made the White Walkers. The three-eyed raven. Actually feels cold in here. They've done this. They've done this well. Here he is. He looks a bit suspicious. Why is his jawline so sharp? He's been like mewing. This is more like it. What's going on, my guy? The Night King, that's it. And their weapons, their ice weapons. Dragon glass. The Walker Dragon. The Free Folk. You know nothing, Jon Snow. That's actually what I got on the cab what Jon Snow knows. Nothing. Oh. I don't know if I finish Game of Thrones by watching the 8th season that I've ruined it for myself, because I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but I should probably just rewatch it all. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rewatch it all. The Wall. I feel like I would have been on the wall if I was in Game of Thrones. Definitely. This is where they filmed all of Game of Thrones in Croatia. Put my bag down a minute. Okay. So what did they film in Split? All this. I haven't seen that one yet. So I'm not seeing some of them. Yeah, no, I've not seen all of them. Look at this, that looks cool. That was where the slavers got nailed up, I think. Oh, this is where he saw Missandei having a little bath in the river. Oh, I thought King's Landing was on there. This is not on this bit. Yes, it's Winterfell. This has got to be Winterfell. Oh, yes it is. It's Winterfell. The King of the North. Bronn. The Hound and I can't remember her name now. The G that took out Joffrey. Oh, look at this. This was the spear that I think Pedro Pascal he played. I think that was his. Because he poisoned the mountain. Having way too much fun in here. Looking at Jon Snow's sword. Hold on. You're gonna have to get this for me because there's no one here. King of the North. So that's all done now. Pretty much done. All of Old Town. We've still got like an hour, like 2 hours to kill. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Game of Thrones museum actually. It was only 4 rooms. Well, I had a great time in there. Look at this guy. He's got big hands. That's the guy with the big toe that I was on about the other day. Probably just head back to the car now. Mooch back. Maybe drive somewhere else. Or to go to the airport early. I haven't decided yet. That's it now. We're back at the airport, ready to drop the car off. Ready to fly back pretty much. Here we go. It's a little view of the airport, which is Split. So yeah, that is the Croatia trip complete. I had the time of my life here, honestly. So good, so good. So good. Because there's so much more to explore. Like, you're not going to do everything in, I say, for 6 days, and you're not going to do everything in that time. There's so much more to do. You know, like go down to Dubrovnik and things like that. I got a friend who scuba dives, and he said like the diving around Dubrovnik is really good. So there's that. Then there's Zagreb. I think it's Zagreb, the capital. All of that. Not even been there. There's so much more of this country, but it's just all like around here, just all mountains. It's so nice, so nice. So I haven't got the next trip booked yet because we're flipping up some options between different countries. I know for certain it's going to be Eastern Europe, but I just don't know which country yet. Would you class Croatia as Eastern Europe? Because it's part of the Balkans, kind of that group, which I would consider Eastern Europe. So yeah, we'll see you on our next adventure. Maybe I might do something a little bit before that, but it will be in the UK. But I'm hoping in like 3-4 weeks we'll be back out in Eastern Europe.